Paracetamol is used for fever as well as it is used as painkiller. So it is an analgesic as well as an antipyretic. So what is de Broglie's equation? Lambda is equal to H by mB. Carbon monoxide with hydrogen does not react with one another, so we can apply Dalton's law for this particular mixture. Whenever there is a triple bond, one should be sigma bond and the two should be pi bond. Hello my dear children, welcome back. I am Priyanka Rajaram from Vidyashram PU College, Temple of Excellence. Today I shall solve Karnataka CET 2007 question paper for you all. So we'll see the first question. During the extraction of gold, the following reactions take place. That is, gold with cyanide ion and water in the presence of oxygen gives X, and X is a complex ion which when reacts with zinc gives Y, and gold is precipitated. Okay, so what is X and Y respectively is what is being asked. So if you see the first one, AuCN2 minus, ZnCN4 2 minus. Option B, AuCN4 3 minus and ZnCN4 2 minus. Option C, AuCN4 2 minus and ZnCN4 2 minus. And option D, AuCN2 minus and ZnCN6 4 minus. This is a reaction which we need to know under hydrometallurgy, extraction of gold using hydrometallurgy method. So in this first, what is X formed is AuCN2 minus, and the zinc will displace gold and forms a complex with cyanide ion to form ZnCN4 2 minus. So option A is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. The number of gram molecules of chlorine in 6.02 into 10 power 25 hydrogen chloride molecule is 5, 50, 100, 10. Okay. So they are asking us to calculate the number of gram molecules of chlorine in 6.02 into 10 power 25 hydrogen chloride molecules. So first we'll find out the number of gram molecules of HCl which is there. Okay. So a number of gram molecules which is present is, I have 6.02 into 10 to power 25 molecules of HCl. Divide by Avogadro number. I am going to get this as 100 molecules. 100 molecules of HCl is there. Okay. To prepare 100 molecules of HCl, how much of chlorine molecules is present, or in 100 molecules of HCl, what is the number of chlorine atoms which is present is what they are asking. If I have 100 molecules of HCl, out of it 50 molecules should be chlorine because it is in 1:1 proportion. Thus, option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Graphite is a soft, solid lubricant, extremely difficult to melt. The reason for this anomalous behavior is that graphite, option A, has molecules of variable molecular masses like polymers. Option B, has carbon atom arranged in large plates of ring of strongly bound carbon atom with weak interplate bonds. Option C is a non-crystalline substance. Option D is an allotropic form of carbon. See, they are asking why graphite can be used as a lubricant. It's a solid lubricant. It is soft because it's used as a lubricant, but it is very difficult to melt. What is the reason behind it? We know that the carbon atoms in graphite is sp2 hybridized. So it has got a trigonal planar structure and the rings are there in the form of plates and they can slide one over the other. That's why they can be used as lubricants, but they cannot melt very easily because there's strong carbon-carbon bond which is present. So it is option B which is correct. It has got carbon atoms arranged in large plates of ring of strongly bound carbon-carbon atoms with weak interplate bonds which is present. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Next question, paracetamol is an anti-malarial, antipyretic, analgesic, both 2 and 3. Of course, paracetamol is used for fever as well as it is used as painkiller. So it is an analgesic as well as an antipyretic. So it is both 2 and 3. So option D is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms of oxygen? First one we have 2 grams of water. Second option we have 2 grams of sulfur dioxide. Next we have 2 grams of carbon dioxide, and then we have 2 grams of carbon monoxide. So we have 4 options. Which one of the following has maximum number of oxygen atoms? We can tell that, for example, for water, 18 grams of water contains 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules of water. In every molecule of water, there is one oxygen atom. So that you have to do into 1. That will be the number of what? Oxygen atoms in water. So I can tell that I can just use cross multiplication method, in which I can tell 18 grams contains Avogadro number of particles or molecules, 2 grams contains how much? That into number of oxygen atom I have to multiply. Correct? So what we are going to do here is 2 divide by 18 into N0 or Na into 1. H2O has got only one oxygen atom. So I'll just write the ratio like this. 2 divide by sulfur dioxide molecular mass as 32 plus 32, that is 64. So it is 64 into N0 into 2 oxygen atoms are present. Similarly, carbon dioxide 2 divide by 44 into N0 into 2 again, and you have this 2 divide by 12 plus 16, that is 28 into N0 into 1. So which has got the maximum number of oxygen atoms? It is, see here, 2 divided by 64 into 2 is there. So you'll get a very small number. Here also you'll get a small number. Here even small. Only here denominator is only 18. So water will be the correct answer, which has got maximum number of oxygen in water molecule will be present in 2 grams of water. Okay. So option A, that is 2 grams of water, is the correct answer. We'll go to the next question. Which of the following shows functional isomerism? ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ functional isomerism ತೋರಿಸಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. CH2Cl2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ functional isomerism because chlorine is not a functional group, it's a substituent. C2H5OH, this can show functional isomerism. C3H6 cannot show functional isomerism. Functional isomerism ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ functional group ಇರಬೇಕು. So here there is no functional group which is there. So C2H4 again cannot show. It should be C2H5OH, where C2H5OH is an alcohol. Same thing I can write it as CH3OCH3, which is an ether. So it will show functional isomerism. Okay. So the next question, in the ionic equation is given, the value of X is 3, 4, 2 and 6. So here I have to find out what is this X, that is the number of electrons. First I'll find out the oxidation number of Bi, that is BiO3 minus X plus minus 6 is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 plus 6. So X is equal to plus 5 state. So this is in plus 5 state, which is getting converted to plus 3 state. So there is change in 2 units. That means 2 electrons has to be accepted. So if X is 2, if this is 2, then we'll just see if the balancing is right. Okay, I have -1 charge plus 6 charge and 2 minus charge, which should be equal to +3, which is on the opposite side. So it is -3 plus 3 and plus 3 I will get. So it is balanced equation. So X should be 2 and option C is correct. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. Next question. Molarity of the given orthophosphoric acid solution is 3 molar. Its normality is 1 normal, 3 normal, 0.3 normal, 9 normal. So you have to just know the formula to convert molarity to normality. So normality is equal to basicity of the acid into molarity, and orthophosphoric acid is H3PO4. So all the 3 hydrogens are replaceable and the basicity of the acid is 3. So normality is equal to basicity into molarity. So basicity is 3, molarity is 3, 3 3s are 9. So normality is 3 normal. Option D is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Acidified sodium fusion extract on addition of ferric chloride solution gives blood red coloration, which confirms the presence of A. Sulfur, B. Nitrogen, C. Nitrogen and sulfur, D. Sulfur and chlorine. So here what is added for sodium fusion extract? Ferric chloride solution is added. So what happens is, if it gives blood red color, then both nitrogen and sulfur should be present. That is sodium with CNS, that is thiocyanide. When ferric chloride FeCl3 is added, we get FeCNS thrice, that is ferric thiocyanide plus NaCl. So this gives a blood red color. Okay, so it should have nitrogen as well as sulfur. You can see nitrogen and sulfur should be present. So I hope you have understood this question. We'll go to the next one. A body of mass 10 milligrams is moving with a velocity of 100 meters per second. The wavelength of de Broglie wave associated with it would be, note H value is given, 6.63 into 10 power minus 37 meters, 6.63 into 10 power minus 31 meters, option C 6.63 into 10 power minus 34 meters, option D 6.63 into 10 power minus 35 meters. So here from the answers you can understand 6.63 is pakka answer. Only 10 to the power is what we have to take care. So what is de Broglie's equation? Lambda is equal to H by mv. So what is mass? Mass is 10 milligram. So that is nothing but 10 into 10 power minus 6 kg is what I have to substitute. So if you know that you have to substitute this, you will get the answer very easily. This is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 H value. M value is 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 into velocity is 100 meters per second. So here if you solve this, 10 power 3, 10 power minus 3 it becomes, so minus 3 plus 3 it becomes, so it is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 31 meters. Okay, so option B is the right answer. I hope you have understood this. We'll go to the next question. Mg plus 2 is isoelectronic with Ca plus 2, Na plus, Zn plus 2 and Cu plus 2. Magnesium Mg plus 2 state, it has got 10 electrons. Atomic number of magnesium is 12, 2 are lost electrons, so 10 electrons are present. Now here which option has got 10 electrons? Calcium, it has not got 10 electrons. Calcium in plus 2 state, isn't it? Sodium has got atomic number 11 and one of the electron when it is lost, it has got 10 electrons. So option B is correct. Zinc atomic number is 30. So of course this cannot have 10 electrons. Copper is 29. Again it cannot have 10 electrons even if 1 or 2 are lost from them, isn't it? So sodium is the correct answer. Next question. Gram molecular volume of oxygen at STP is 11,200 cm cube, 22,400 cm cube, 5,600 cm cube, 3,200 cm cube. They are asking the gram molecular volume of oxygen at STP. Oxygen at STP, what is the volume if it occupies, or gram molecular mass of oxygen will occupy what volume? Gram molecular mass of oxygen is 32 grams, which is nothing but 1 mole, which occupies 22,400 cm cube at STP. Now, as this question is from 2007, it is 22,400 cm cube because at STP, pressure that time was considered to be standard as 1 atmosphere. Now, at present, we are considering it as 1 bar and the value has changed to 22,700. Okay, so here you have to be a little careful. Only because the question is asked from the previous syllabus where the STP conditions were taken as 1 atmosphere. Pressure was the standard pressure and at that time 1 mole occupied 22,400 cm cube. But at 1 bar pressure it is 22,700 cm cube which it will occupy, which is at present now what we are using as the STP conditions. Okay, so that's about the 12th question. Next one, presence of halogen in organic compound can be detected by Bilstein test, Geldahl test, Dumas test, or it is Liebig's test. It is a factual question. The detection can be done by Bilstein test. Okay. Next one, the electronic configuration of Cr+3 is Cr+3 state. What is the electronic configuration? We have to mark. So, I'll just write the electronic configuration and then we will look into the options. So, chromium in atomic state, it is argon 3d5,4s1, atomic number 24. Now, 3 electrons are lost. So, chromium in +3 state, from here 1 electron, from here 2 electrons are lost. So, it will have argon 3d3, okay, and of course 4s0. So we have to see which is the correct answer. 3d5 is wrong, 3d2 and 4s okay. Option C is correct where 3d3 4s0 is the correct answer. We'll see the next question. The mass of the metal with equivalent mass of 31.75 which would combine with 8 grams of oxygen is option A 31.75, option B 3.175, option C 8, option D 1. So see here, the equivalent mass of the metal is given and how much it would combine with 8 grams of oxygen is given. So we need to find the mass of the metal. So it's simple, mass of the metal is equal to equivalent mass into mass of oxygen what is combined divide by 8, because it is oxygen, equivalent mass is 8 here. Okay, so equivalent mass is 31.75 to mass of oxygen combining is 8 divided by 8. So the answer is 31.75. So the option A is the right answer. Okay. So, shall we go to the next question? So, next question, question number 16. Benzene reacts with chlorine in sunlight to give final product. Benzene is what? C6H6. Okay. So, you get C6H5Cl, C6Cl6, C6H6Cl6 or CCl4. Okay. So, benzene reacts with chlorine in the presence of sunlight to give C6H6Cl6 which is called as benzene hexachloride or gemaxine. Okay, so answer is C6H6Cl6, benzene hexachloride. Okay, next question. In the periodic table, metals usually used as a catalyst belong to S block elements, P block elements, D block elements or F block elements. We know that the D block elements are very good catalysts. So, option C is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Dalton's law of partial pressure is applicable to which one of the following systems? carbon monoxide plus hydrogen, hydrogen plus chlorine, nitric oxide plus oxygen, ammonia plus HCl. See, Dalton's law of partial pressure is applicable for the system in which there is a mixture of gas which do not react with one another. Okay. If you take option D, they react. Option C also it reacts. Option B also, hydrogen with chlorine can react to give HCl gas. Only option A, carbon monoxide with hydrogen does not react with one another. So we can apply Dalton's law for this particular mixture. So option A is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. The general formula for cycloalkane is CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n minus 2, CnH2n, CnHn. See, it is cycloalkane they are asking. First one is for alkane, this is for alkynes. So CnH2n should be the correct answer, which is for cycloalkane. CnH2n. Okay. Next question and the last question of this part. In acetylene molecule, between the carbon atoms, there are 3 sigma bonds, 2 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond, 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bonds, 3 pi bonds. We know that whenever there is a triple bond, one should be sigma bond and the 2 should be pi bond. So acetylene, between the 2 carbon atoms, there is a triple bond, and then you have carbon and hydrogen bond. So this is sigma, one is sigma, and these two are pi. So it is 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. So option C is the right answer. So I hope you have understood all these 20 questions of part A of Karnataka CET 2007 chemistry paper. Stay tuned. Thank you, my dear children. We'll be coming up with part 2 of the same Karnataka CET 2007 paper. Okay? Stay tuned.